What is going on, YouTube? This is Team Elite member here, Legend, with my updated 2013 March ban list Blackwing Deck. So yeah, let's just get it started because I really don't feel like taking this much time. I'm sorry about not having a tripod. My friends got it, so. Alright, so let's see. First off, run one Gale, of course, staple and Blackwings. And double Value. Value is amazing. And, you know, it's Value. People kind of get mad at me for running this. I run double Breeze, the Zephyr. Because Breeze, the cool thing that I like about him is when he's added to the deck, to the hand, by the effect of a spell trap or monster card, I can special summon him on the field. So it's like Black Whirlwind, almost anything, because he has 1100 attack. So summon almost anything, add it to your hand, special it. People get mad at me because they're like, hey, that's too many tuners, so, you know, but I use him. He's an Icarus target. He can be just ditched, special easily, you know. He's decent in this deck. I enjoy him in this deck. Alright, so next, triple Blizzard the Far North, because Blizzard can special summon any Blackwing from your graveyard, basically, except for Sirocco. And he is one of the main tuners, and he can be a dead draw, but with Allure and stuff, you can just ditch him. So, just saying. Next, I'm so happy about this, triple Kalute. Kalute is amazing, and, you know, get over basically anything, you know, Armor Master, boom, psh. Alright, so that goes into Zephyros, of course. Zephyros staple in Blackwings. Triple Bora, because I believe Bora is pretty broken. I mean, special summon. I mean, like, you could be like Zephyros, Bora. I mean, come on, 17 beat stick with piercing, that can be special. That's amazing. Next, triple Shura. Shura is one of my favorite Blackwing cards. The Searcher, the deck, 1800 beat stick, level 4. Same thing with level 4 overlays in this deck. It's really easy to go on. Like, whatchamacallit, you could be like, boom, boom, overlay, anything. That's level 4. Next, I got double Sirocco. Sirocco, Cyber Dragon effect, except it's a normal, not a special, sadly. 20 beat stick. Amazing card. Good for the level 8s. See, a cool thing? See, check this out. So you could be like Sirocco, and you already have your Gale in the grave or something. Be like Sirocco, Black Whirlwind, Breeze, Special, Synchro, 8. Boom. Cool. Alright, so for that, enter for the Blackwing monsters. Next, for the other monsters that aren't exactly Blackwings, I would run DD Crow, because it screws over a lot of nowadays decks, because a lot of nowadays decks have, like, graveyard control and whatnot. I screwed over my Dolce, Inzector, Wind Up, I mean Psychic. I've screwed over a lot of decks with this card. Just this one card. Because Hornet is at 1 with Inzectors, they could be like, hey, send Hornet to the grave, DD Crow Hornet. Well, that pretty much screws over almost their whole deck. You could, I don't even know, man. I love DD Crow. It is an amazing card. I also run Dark Arm Dragon. Dark Arm Dragon is really easy to get out in this deck. Well, you have to have the timing right, but if not, if you know for a darn good fact that you cannot summon him, then, you know, he can be an allure target, he could be some kind of target. It's not always a bad thing, but, you know. And then one Gorse, just because, you know, Gorse. Alright, so let's move on to the spells. Alright, so Black Whirlwind. I really wish this thing was at 2 or 3, because that would be broken. Black Whirlwind, play it, summon any Blackwing monster, add a monster from your deck to your hand that has a lower attack than it. So it's pretty darn amazing. So yeah, next I run one Allure, double MST, and Staples, Reborn. I run Book just because I like, just because it screws over XY, Exceeds and whatnot. It screws over a lot of different cards that can, they could be like, oh, I beat Stick, I can't be destroyed, but card effects, be like Book of Moon, you have really low defense. So yeah, and then next, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Alright, so next we got the traps. Delta Crow Anti-Reverse. Delta Crow Anti-Reverse is your Harpy's Feather Duster of the deck. It is amazing, except for the fact it's only face down spells and trap cards. If you control 3 Blackwings on the field, you can activate this card from the hand, which is all amazing. You could be like Shura, Gale, Bora, boom. Or you could set it and wait for it to go later. So yeah. Next, sorry about that pause. I thought I heard something. Next, you got triple Icarus attack. Broken. Tribute Wing Beast. Pop 2 cards. Next, you got double Bottomless, because Bottomless is amazing and it's bottomless. I think almost every deck should have Bottomless. 1 Torrential, Mirror Force, and then Satellite Warnings at 1, and then Judgment and Starlight Road. Alright, so that goes for the deck, main deck. So let's move on to the extra deck. Alright, so let's go. Blackwing Synchros. First off, triple Armor Master. Armor Master is amazing. Level 7 Synchro, can't be destroyed by battle. 2500 beat stick. Tech, get a wedge counter on it. Remove the wedge counter during the battle phase and attack with something else. Amazing. Alright, next you got 1 Silverwind. Silverwind, 2800. I usually only go him just for a beat stick. I rarely go him as an actual synchro, because of the fact that he has to have 2 or more non-tuner monsters and a Blackwing tuner. So it's hard to get him out, sort of, I guess, in a way. You'd have to be like double Kalute on the field and a Blizzard. So you could, if you had a Reborn, you wanted to go Silverwind, you could. It all depends on the situation. His effect is amazing, but you could be like Blizzard, special summon Kalute from the grave, and maybe Reborn another Kalute, something like that. I don't know. So, there's ways to get him out, but I usually just do him with the whole value effect and Armor Master. Alright, and then double Armed Wing. Alright, so non-Blackwing tuners, or synchros, Dark End Dragon. Dark End Dragon is amazing in this deck. Come on. This card loses 500 attack, and you send a card to the graveyard. That doesn't count as destroying, which means it can do it to Stardust, Shooting Star. It could be Exceeds. It could... it's amazing. Next, 1 Void Ogre Dragon. You lose your hand a lot in this deck because of, ditching of Kalute and DD Crow and whatnot, of different cards. So Void Ogre helps you a lot, because you could, not have a hand and negate a spell or trap. So, and it can be, it can happen during either player's turn, so it's pretty great. They play Dark Hole? Nope. They play Mirror Force? Nope. Alright, and then, you got Stardust, Black Rose, another level 6 is Gaia Knight, just because he's, level 6 synchro, Catastor, Hyper Librarian, and then you got Gem Knight Pearl, level 4 Exceed, in case reasons, Utopia, and 1 Utopia Ray, just because, in case reasons as well. Ray, I usually just go if Utopes has no material. And, yeah. Because he's pretty great. So, yeah. That pretty much concludes my whole Blackwing deck. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.